How do you stay motivated in the times you don't feel like it? In the times when you're depressed? In the times where you got a lot of studying to do for school? When you're working 8, 10, 12-hour days? When you got 2 kids? When whatever's happening in your life that is causing you to not be motivated to hit the gym, to not be motivated to pursue whatever goals you got going on, right? You're trying to build that business. You're trying to accomplish whatever goal that you have. And you know you need to take that action. You know you need to go hit the gym. You need to do those cold calls, those door knocks, post that content, whatever it may be. You know you need to do something, but you don't feel like doing it, right? And obviously the simple answer is discipline. You gotta be disciplined. You gotta do what you don't feel like doing, right? That's a simple answer, and it's 100% true. You gotta be disciplined. You gotta, do what you gotta do, regardless if you feel like it or not. That's what discipline is. Doing what you said you were gonna do, or what you need to do, regardless of the circumstances, regardless of your emotions, regardless if you feel like it or not. Woo, got snow in my eyes. See it snowing out here? Sometimes I don't feel like filming these videos when it's snowing. There's 3 feet of snow on the ground, right? And it's like 20 degrees outside, right? Like 12 degrees below freezing, right? Sometimes I don't feel like doing things. And obviously if the exercise discipline, right? Sometimes I don't feel like working out. Sometimes I don't feel like doing certain things. But that's not what it's about, honestly, because it's not about your emotions all the time. Because when you say you feel, it's really simply your emotions. See, I had my friend ask me, how do you stay motivated when you don't feel like working out or doing XYZ? He's a good friend of mine. He's out there in Boston, over here in Eastern Washington. He's out there in Boston. He's asking me, when you don't feel like doing it, what really drives you, what motivates you, right? And I asked him, well, this is the thing. When you're driven by external results, right? You're driven by wanting to make X amount of money, or losing X amount of weight, or building X amount of muscle, or you want to get X amount of views on your content or on your new song, or whatever. It could be any type of result you want to get, right? When you're truly driven by that, that's when you will lose more motivation. That's when you will lose some of that stuff, because a lot of times, the things take time. A lot of times you do XYZ, you work really hard. You're not always going to make the most amount of money every single day, every single week, every single month. It's not always going to be like that. Same thing. You work really hard in the gym. You might gain like 2 pounds of muscle in a month if you're a newbie. When you're like me and been training for 10 years straight, I'll work really hard to put 5 more pounds on my squat, to put a 1/4 inch on my arms a year, right? Just like some so insignificant results, right? And so it's a process to actually get the desired outcome, the views, the followers, the money, the muscle, drop the body fat, whatever result that you're chasing that you want, which, yeah, you should set goals and you should fiercely go after them relentlessly to accomplish them completely. But when you're driven by that external result only, that's when you'll run more into the issues of, I don't feel like it, I'm not motivated, I don't feel like waking up, I don't feel like working out, I don't feel like it. Come on, bro. It's the process that you need to fall in love with. On the chase, on the pursuit of greatness, of living up to your full potential, of putting on the 10, 20 pounds of muscle, of dropping the 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 pounds of fat, of making 6 figures, making 7 figures, building the business, getting the views, getting the content, getting the message out there, changing the lives. When you're driven more by the process, it's gonna be much easier to stay motivated. Much easier to stay motivated when you're driven by the process, right? And when you have a big enough why behind that, then it's going to drive you through hardships, through unfortunate life circumstances, through trials and failures and rejection and you name it. Because there's a big enough why and you're in love with the process of building the business, of building the body, of building the relationship, of accomplishing the goal just as much as you want the goal. And that is the trick to unlimited motivation is to be in love with the pursuit of the goal as much, if not even more, than the goal itself. You understand? You feel me? That's why I told my homie Gideon, shout out Gideon, check out that bridge, isn't that epic? My homie Gideon, right? You gotta fall in love with the process of building the muscle, of building the body, of building the business, of building the brand, as much, if not even more, than the million followers or likes or dollars or the Greek god movie star physique. You gotta be in love with actually doing the reps, of creating the content, of doing the work. You gotta be in love with that just as much as the process itself. That's how you'll never really lose motivation, because you'll be able to continue doing that forever, regardless of the result. You feel? All right, guys, that's the video. This is Devin Kripe with DC Fitness, the new breed, right? You can find me at Devin Kripe on all social media platforms, DEVNCRIPE. Devin Kripe on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn. My podcast is DC Health and Fitness by Devin Kripe on Spotify. DC Health and Fitness by Devin Kripe on Spotify, right? Click the links below for free resources on how to get in amazing shape and stay motivated and all that stuff. And then click the links for coaching to get guaranteed results as well. I'll see you guys next time. God bless you. I believe in you. You got this. Let's go. Peace.